Hey now.
Hey, hello now.
Hey everybody.
Where are you?
Wait.
Andrew, what happened to
my
you?
bad.
There
my
you
bad.
are.
I'm over here. And there's John Bird.
Hey, everybody. It's good to see you.
You look good from that angle, by the way.
Yeah, I do, you know? I kind of do.
It's going to take some getting used to.
Very
Actually,
comfortable.
I really don't. I don't have to get used to this because Tony Gump's back tomorrow, and I can forget everything I've learned over the past 2 days.
No, don't do that. You never know.
Yeah. Well, one thing, Trish has made it a big point to tell me that we need a backup plan in the event that stuff like this happens.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Gump is out. He's got family stuff going on or whatever.
Oh, I've got an idea.
Okay.
I've always done this. Every place I've ever worked, I've always created a manual. What I need to do is come over one day and get Tony to explain it to me. But when you were talking about, we were setting up stuff, I started thinking about that. If we have like an instruction manual that tells us the procedure and all that to go through,
Yeah.
I think that would be good to have.
Yeah, that's a good point. I had to run it off of memory this time. Let me take my vape off. This is so unprofessional. Let's see. Let's get professional real quick.
All right.
John Bird, take that mic and just kick it to the side a little bit. Get it out of your face a little bit. Not like that. Pull it back. Turn it to the right, to your left. Turn it to your left. Yep, and then kick it over to the side a little bit. Other side. There you go.
Hey,
look at you.
Okay, now I can't
You're right
really
up
see
in the
you.
cut
Hold on,
now.
I'm gonna do that. Okay, I can see you now.
Yeah, so I had to run off memory of how to do all this because it is a process. I did not understand how much of a process it was just to get all this stuff cut on.
I know.
And, it's props to Tony. I don't think we give him enough credit as far as coming in here and getting everything ready because it's a lot.
Yeah, it is. I mean, he's top notch. He's my hero.
And you got to go through and you got to cut everything back off and all this kind of stuff. And it's just a whole, it's a big whodunit.
Well, I mean, that's time consuming and all that. But I mean, just the way he handles himself during the show.
Yeah, it's not easy to be over here and be part of the show and do all this.
I think I've kind of watched him some lately, and I've noticed, I think that he has muscle memory over in his right hand as far as changing cameras, because he'll be pulling something up over here.
And he'll
while
be
you're
slapping
talking.
those buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang.
Yeah, it would take muscle
gangsta.
memory. Because it's, I mean, you got to pay attention to like multiple things at once, and that's not easy. That's not really my forte. I'm not good at that. Neither are you, John Bird.
How do you know?
I've seen you in action. That's how I know.
That's a horrible thing to say. I'll tell you that.
No. I mean it in the most kind-hearted way. I'm just saying, if there's a lot of stuff going on for you, and we experience this at the station, like, say, for instance, when you were a producer, you had to do like 20 things at once already.
But you eventually get to the point where.
But if one thing goes sideways and it throws everything off, then John Bird may get into a little bit of a panic.
Now, let me tell you something. You probably never knew, and you folks probably don't know. But when I was producing, I was also doing production. So by the time our show was done, your podcast was up and going.
That's
I
true.
was doing other things going on, but I mean, it took some work.
Yeah, no, that's actually true. And something I've had, like our man Jimmy Jam asked me, he's like, hey, man, I really want to listen to your radio show, but I work during that time. If you go to our website, there is an archived section where you can go back and listen to the radio show whenever you want, and it's broken up by hour. If you go to andrewmcleanwho.com, you can get that. By the way, are we broadcasting on Rumble this time? Does anybody know? Let me check that real quick.
I don't know, but I don't think we're live.
What do you mean?
I don't see it.
It's broken, right?
It's broken again. This piece of crap phone, I'm telling you.
I want to know.
There's a live button.
I want to know who convinced you to get a 16E when nobody on this planet has ever heard of a 16E.
They haven't?
I haven't.
No, I mean, they pushed that one on me, and it was like $5 a month. But you know what? I would have paid $10 a month for a 16, but it's, I can't do anything now. Took advantage of me as usual.
Okay, so we're live on Rumble. That's good. That's improvement.
Yeah. I don't see the super chat. It's broken.
You're talking about the chat where people are talking?
Yeah.
That's different than super chat. Super chat's money.
Oh, where's everybody talking?
I
found it. Hey, everybody, I found it. Don't worry about it, y'all. I got it covered.
Every time we do this show, the first thing John Bird says when we get started is, "Oh my God, it's broken." Every time. So it's not broken.
No, it's
never.
not.
It's never broken. But
no, I'm the one that's broken. I am broken. I'm a broken man.
Let's say what's up to Nick the Gun Guy, Scott, Bama Phoenix,
Yeah.
Stacy G, Bob Cook, Rainey, John Bird
Yeah. Oh,
in the
hey.
chat. Look at that.
He's a broken man. Bob Cook. Bob Cook. Let's say it
Bob
sometimes.
Cook.
Bob Cook.
Bob
Bob Cook. Bob Cook.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all are here.
Rainy.
It's so nice to see all the Bubba Army people just come over here. Like every time we go live, like that's such a I don't know. I mean, it's just gonna sound stupid, but
Go ahead.
it's like
Never stopped you before.
that's true. It's like a surreal kind of thing for me because I was the one guy on this show that listened to Bubba religiously
Yes.
and still do.
We've always talked about him in a positive way.
And now not only are we teamed up with him, but his people are coming over here and becoming part of the Over the Line family.
That's really cool.
And it's kind of weird. I mean, in a good way, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, these folks are family. Oh, Rainey wants to know about Tony. What happened to Gump?
Tony Gump is actually on his way back. He was down in Tampa with the whole thing with his dad. You know, his dad's not been doing good, so they're having to play everything by ear. And
It's a tough time, man.
we don't really know how much time his dad's got left. I mean, it could be a month or an hour, and so he's doing what he can to balance being here and being in Tampa to not just spend time with his dad, but to handle affairs and everything
A lot
else.
of stuff. They're depending on him to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, because he's kind of I don't know if that's power of attorney that he is or what, but he's kind of head honcho of all the stuff going on. So,
Hey, Treasure and Tim. Oh my God.
Treasure has a question. Read it out loud.
From Treasure. Everybody probably already knows this, but I never found out. Why is John no longer at 99.5 with Andrew?
Yeah, John Bird, why is that?
They fired me. They shit-canned me. They hated me because I was pushing against the corporate guys. I would speak out against them
Oh, nice.
every chance I got. Because you know what? You got to fight the power, and sometimes, where'd my arm go? Sometimes they get you. And yeah, my life's ruined, but that's fine because I'm tough. Except for the busted water pipe. It never ends. But you know what? I don't either.
You know, this is the first time I've seen you take your unemployment and turn it like punk rock.
Ah, thank you.
Which is a good idea. I think you should stick with that. You fight the power.
You know what?
Now, we don't want anybody at Cumulus to hear that because we're trying to get you hired back on.
Right.
But in the shadows, you're punk rock.
Yeah. I mean, I fight the establishment unless it's Trump. Don't fight him because he's fighting the establishment. He's punk rock.
everybody.
Trump punk rock.
Trump is the most punk rock
He is.
president we've ever had. There's no doubt about it. So yeah, Treasure, that's the story. I mean, and that happened back in November.
Yeah.
That
it's
was
budget cuts. It wasn't. It wasn't on the local level.
Yeah, it was devastating. Jordan with $9.99 says, "Fight the power, JB.
Yeah.
Let's go,
Woo,
baby.
I got the power.
Fight the power." I will have everyone know that my megaphone has been delivered. It's
Where
sitting
is
on
it?
my porch.
Oh!
Yeah.
It's been delivered since you left.
It's been delivered to my house. You okay?
There now, I can see it right. I forgot to bring. Well, actually, I went to work out and do some cardio at the at Planet Fitness before we came here to give me some endorphins and dopamine. And
You
and
at Planet
it
Fitness
worked.
again after falling out on the floor? Nobody helped you?
Yeah, I mean that's fine. That's fine. No, I mean they did help me. I was just doing that for comedic effect. But even if they let me lay there for 10 minutes, it's $10 a month, and it has been since I've been there for 6 years. You know what? They can let me pass out all they want. I can just lay there on the floor, for that price a month.
That's good.
But I miscalculated my time. I thought I was going to have enough time to go back home to get my iPad, which was stupid of me. Stupid. So I've got my phone here. So if I squint my eyes, I can see everybody. Hey.
Oh, you can borrow my tablet too if you need to.
No, really?
Nah, let's not do that.
Yeah, let's not. Let's make it harder on me.
There's my lovely wife in the chat.
Inspired.
Trish.
Inspired.
Send me a super chat, babe. Come on. Send me a super chat. We've got this thing going on. So, I share my location with multiple people, people like my mom. You've got my location. I actually didn't realize that you had my location until just a few minutes ago. I don't know why I gave it to you, but
because if something happens to you, I'm there for you. Do you have my location? Don't worry, it'll always be at the house in the dark drinking. I don't know if it will be that specific.
Hold on, I want to see if I actually do. No, I don't have your location.
What the heck?
You've never given it to me.
I'm sorry. I'll do that after the show.
Maybe it's a feature 16E doesn't have.
They're trying to save money. That's such a. Don't get me started.
Here's my point. So my kids got it. My mom's got it. And most importantly, my wife's got it. And so it's showing on her phone that I've been sitting in the middle of Interstate 20 for 5 days. And it's working for everybody else, but it's not working for her, and we can't figure out why that is. I've restarted it. I've cut the location off. I cut it back on. We've restarted phones. And I don't know, is that something on her end? Is it something I need to do on my end?
So she used to be able to, but now she can't?
She's not able to see where I'm at. She just sent a $4.99 super chat and said, would you like me to run the megaphone to you?
Oh my gosh, she's awesome.
Do you want to do that for you? Let me get her to do it.
So awesome. If she feels like it, I don't put any pressure on her, but if she feels like it and she wants to bring some of those peanut butter pretzel things in a bag for me, that would be fine.
No, okay. We're not going that far. I'm going to run out of peanut butter pretzels. You got to understand what I have to go through to get those. I have to go through Costco surrounded by Indians that don't wear body deodorant.
Oh man.
Yeah,
it's probably pungent.
It's very smells like pallets and curry. In Costco, at least by my house.
What is
like pallets that they bring in products on, like wooden pallets.
No BO, no body odor.
No, there's body odor. Yeah. It's like a body. It's like a curry flavored body odor.
Maybe you know what? Maybe they're using curry to put under their armpits, and that's why they smell like curry.
Yeah, maybe they were using curry flavored deodorant. Yes, babe, if you would, that would be awesome. Then we could have it for the members only.
She's so sweet.
And, that would be very nice.
I think so.
But how do you're going to have to go, if she wants to come in, you're going to have to let her in.
Sure.
Otherwise, one of us are going to have to go out there and get the megaphone from her. She doesn't want to. She doesn't like the spotlight, so she's probably not going to want to be on the podcast. She tries to stay away from this as much as possible. Although we had a podcast together at one point.
I watched that a couple of weeks ago. I watched a couple of them. I thought they were good.
Where were they at? On our YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it goes way back. YouTube channel goes way back.
We called it Highly Suspect. It was a conspiracy show. And we just kind of, we took a topic and talked about it. And this was back before Bird was part of this. This was back before.
It's when I was working in carpentry and construction.
No, you were working at the radio station. I wasn't working at the radio station. You were.
What year was this?
This would have been.
You must explain.
2020 is when my last channel got banned, so this would have been 2021.
Okay. Yeah, because I got there in 2020.
Well, I guess, 2020 or 2021, because I got hired at the station in December 15th of 2021.
Gosh, man, I didn't realize I was only there a year.
No. What are you
Well,
talking
2
about?
years because it was you're almost 22. Yeah, I got there in March 1st.
You had only been there 2 years when I got there?
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating.
Yeah, because I started in 20. So then you started at the end of 22.
This thing in the chat says, Purium Cheryl, welcome to Hey Now exclusive. Does that mean Purium Cheryl just bought a membership? Is that what that means?
Is it? I don't see it.
Is that what that means, Cheryl? Thank you for
Thanks,
buying a
Cheryl.
membership.
Where do you see it? I don't see it.
It says it. Look above where Trisha's super chat is.
Oh, okay. Because
You see it? It's in green.
It's in green.
Yeah.
Inspire, be inspired.
Look up behind you. Look at the big screen behind you. All right.
I'm
You see
looking.
her teal blue color?
Yes, I do. It's very
Go up,
pretty color.
The one above
Suits
that
her.
that's green.
Bama Phoenix.
No,
Says-
2 more up.
Okay. Let me look here. Oh, okay. I saw that. Purium Cheryl, welcome to Hey Now exclusive. Purium, that's awesome. We should do a little song for her.
Brian from Wild Hair Jerky Weed Hopper, he says that I used to listen to you and Trish when it was the two of you only, and she said I should name a flavor after your podcast, so we did. That's right. So Wild Hair Jerky actually has the line and an over the line flavor that I think is phenomenal. Actually, those two and roasted garlic and herb are the top 3 for me.
Roasted garlic and herb. Yeah, I mean, I love those, and that's why you eat them.
Right.
And I don't get any.
Do you
But
think?
that's fine.
Do you think he would come up with a Costco peanut butter pretzel jerky?
That would be interesting. That would be an interesting flavor. How would you infuse that?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess the way they do the peanut butter whiskey.
Oh, Cheryl said she did. She just signed up for the Hey Now exclusive. She said, found you guys from the Bubba Army. Thank you.
Yay!
Thank you. I don't know that we've ever seen somebody sign up in real time on the chat. Usually people are getting gifted the deal here.
We need to do a song for her.
Oh, and we also need to we could do that. We also need to let her know that this is not our normal setup. Like, normally I'm over there.
Right.
And we've got a producer, but I'm having to produce.
Yeah,
So-
and I'm kind of turning there so we switch the camera for me so I can talk. I can see Andrew.
Yeah,
It's
a little
important
bit
that
of
I see him. I love it. What?
I don't know.
It's awkward. Still, you and Tony never used to hug me. And I'm a hugger.
Okay, we still don't hug you. You hug us. We reciprocate.
Yes, you do. I mean, at first it was, you guys just kind of put your arms down and let me hug you. And then it was a left-handed pat. And now it's a hug. So, I mean, it's important, man. People need
progress.
hugs. People need hugs in their life.
I agree with that. I don't think hugs are a bad
You
thing.
get something from it.
But I usually just fist bump Tony Gump.
Yeah.
We're just...
That's a rhyme. Fist bump Tony Gump because we were just talking about Trump. I got to take a dump. I cut my hand off. Here's a stump. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't hug Tony Gump just because. I mean, everybody's different. Like we see each other a lot, so I don't want to have to hug him every time. But with you, there's no choice. Like, you're gonna wrap your arms around us anyway.
Yeah.
And it's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not. I don't want it to come off as I'm complaining about it.
Yeah, it brings us closer. I believe we've gotten closer as a result. Oh, Rainey says that she's a hugger too. Let me give you a virtual hug, Rainey.
Oh, whoa.
Rainey, baby. No, that was just a comedy thing. I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. Please don't leave.
Yeah, I'm sure she's probably canceling her deal, her
No.
her membership. Tile Guru. Who else do we got in here? We got Tim, everybody. Welcome to the show. I need to get into some news because this is actually going to end up being our Bubba Army show as well. Let me start with, and I talked a lot about this on the show, and I actually had a lot of thoughts about it.
Mm-hmm.
So Tucker Carlson did this sit down with Ted Cruz in one of his newest podcasts he did. And on Tuesday, he released a couple of snippets. And these snippets were very unflattering for Ted Cruz. Like, they just weren't a good look whatsoever.
I heard he was really kind of strange acting that Tucker was.
Yeah, it was just I don't know what it was. I get what Tucker's saying, and I get why he feels the way he does, because this is his MO. Like, this is what he believes. It's his philosophy.
Right.
But he goes after Ted Cruz about, first of all, Iran, and putting Ted Cruz. And I'm not a Ted Cruz fan. I need to put that out there. Sometimes I like Ted Cruz, but most of the time, I mean, I could live without Ted Cruz, is what I'm trying to say. But he did this whole thing where he kind of painted Ted Cruz in a corner, and I was like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. It was just kind of weird. And I want to get your thoughts on it. Are you okay?
Yeah.
I want to get your thoughts on this.
Okay.
And you tell me what you think.
How many people live in Iran, by the way?
I don't know the population.
At all?
No, I don't know the population.
You don't know the population of the country you seek to topple?
How many people live in Iran?
92 million.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
How could you not know that?
I don't sit around memorizing population tables.
Well, it's kind of relevant because you're calling for the overthrow of the government.
Why is it relevant whether it's,
because,
it's 90 million or 80 million or 100 million? Why is that relevant?
Because if you don't know anything about the country...
I didn't say I don't know anything about
Okay, what's the ethnic mix of Iran?
They are Persians and predominantly Shia. Okay, this is cute.
It's not even... You don't know anything about Iran. So
okay, I am not the Tucker Carlson expert on Iran.
You're a senator who's calling for the overthrow of the government.
You're the one who
don't know anything about the country.
No, you don't know anything about the country. You're the one who claims they're not trying to murder Donald Trump. You're the
I'm
one
not saying that.
who can't figure out if it was a good idea to kill General Soleimani, and you said it was bad.
You don't believe they're trying to murder Trump.
Yes, I do.
Because you're not calling for military strikes against them in retaliation. And if you really believe that...
We're carrying out military strikes today.
You said Israel was.
Right, with our help. I said we. Israel is leading them, but we're supporting them.
Well, you're breaking news here, because the U.S. government last night denied, the National Security Council spokesman Alex Pfeiffer denied on behalf of Trump that we were acting on Israel's behalf in any offensive capacity.
No, we're not bombing them. Israel's bombing them.
You just said we were.
We are supporting
this is
Israel.
High stakes. You're a senator. If you're saying the United States government is at war with Iran right now, people are listening.
Okay.
So that was the interaction. Now,
Tucker or Ted, what do you think? I mean, who are you? You know,
I mean, if I've got to pick one or the other, I'm totally picking Tucker Carlson over Ted Cruz. But in this situation, first of all, I didn't really like the gotcha stuff. Like Tucker Carlson, maybe he knew the population of Iran, but maybe he also looked it up before the interview, knowing he was going to do that.
Prepared and going to go there.
Like, people call the radio show and they're like, "What's the population of Springfield, Ohio?" And you're like, "Well, I don't know, but I can Google." Well, you don't know nothing. You're a stupid radio host. So
yeah, it had that kind of feel to it.
I didn't really like that, but the point Tucker is trying to make here is that he feels like people like Ted Cruz are ready to go to war with Iran and put our boots on the ground, put our sons and daughters, our men and women, in a full-blown war against Iran in the Middle East, putting our people in the Middle East, which I'm against, you're against, Tucker's against, and I don't know if Ted Cruz is against it, but the reason Tucker was doing that is because he feels like that people in Congress and maybe people that might have the ear of the president are going to push him in that direction.
But do you think anybody really can? Don't you think that if that happens, it would be a Trump decision? I don't think anybody tells him what to do.
That's where I come in, because my thought is people are getting too up in arms about Donald Trump making the wrong decision when he has shown us over and over and over, hey, I got this. He's not going to let somebody else make the decision, especially after his first 4 years. He got a glimpse of what bad advice looks like while you're president, and so he's not going to go down that road again, especially at a high-stakes deal like this. And he's been two things. He's been talking about peace and not having anybody killed, and he's also been talking about Iran not being able to have a nuclear weapon. All right? Now, those two may not be able to coexist. but you can at least pursue peace through something short term. You can, a lot of talk about these bunker buster bombs. I don't know if you've seen them, but
yes,
these bad boys go straight in the ground, 100 meters or whatever it is, and then just blow up everything that's under there, underground bunkers or whatever.
That's wild.
It just depends on what the retaliation is as to how far this goes,
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that was a very long explanation.
Well, no,
about
Bama Phoenix and Treasure agree.
I don't know. I just didn't like what Tucker was doing there. And then he goes on to talk about Israel and Mossad, their intelligence agency. And he's got good points here. But again, trying to paint Ted Cruz in a corner.
Right.
Listen to this.
With us?
Oh, probably not, but they share a lot. We don't share all of our intelligence with them, but we share a lot. It's a close alliance.
Do they spy domestically in the United States?
Oh, they probably do, and we do as well. And friends and allies spy on each other. And I assume all of our allies spy on us.
And that's okay with you?
You know what? One of the things about being a conservative is that you're not naive and utopian. You don't think humans are all... Part of the reason socialism doesn't work is the mantra from each according to his abilities to each according to his needs doesn't work. As a conservative, I assume people act in their rational self-interest.
So it's
why the free market
conservative
works.
to pay people to spy on you?
It's conservative to recognize that human beings act in their own self-interest, and every one of our friends spies on us. And I'm not...
Do you like it? That's my question. I'm not asking whether they have motive to do it. Of course they do. I understand that, and
by the way,
I'm not mad at them. But you're an American lawmaker, so I just want to know. Hold on, I want to know your attitude. You said that your guiding principle, in fact, the only principle, the only criterion.
I said guiding, the overwhelming. I wouldn't say only.
Is it in America's interest? Is it in America's interest for Israel to spy on us, including on the president?
It is in America's interest to be closely allied with Israel because we get huge benefits for it. And you want to see the clearest...
But I just want to stop on the spying for a second. That it takes place, as you know, and including on the president of the United States and several precedents. And I just want to know if that's okay and why is it okay? Wouldn't an American lawmaker say to a client state, you're not allowed to spy on us? I'm sorry. I know why you want to. I'm not mad at you, but you're not allowed to.
Sure.
And I don't care for it. I don't want to be spied on by you. It's kind of weird not to say that, but you don't seem able to say that.
So it's okay. So he's right when it comes to Israel spying on us. With what we provide them, they should not be doing it. Ted Cruz ultimately says in that interview something about the reason he backs Israel the way he does is because that's what's in the Bible. But the Bible doesn't speak of Israel as this country that was created by other countries in 1945. It speaks of the Jewish people.
Right.
And so what Tucker's trying to say is that there's nothing out there that should keep you from being critical of the Israeli government.
Right.
And I agree. I agree with that. I haven't put a whole lot into it, but after the ties with Jeffrey Epstein, the spying that they've done, everything else, especially with everything we do for them, I mean, the least we could do is be like, hey, if you still want these weapons, you're going to have to stop spying on us.
Right. Well, but you also have to realize we're a country divided. I mean, we have the upper hand right now, but you don't know what's being planned. I mean, maybe that's the side of the country that they're spying on. Probably not, but I'm sure that they've got eyes on the other side.
And the common philosophy among these people is, all allies spy on each other and blah, 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 blah. And okay, fine. But, like, if we're giving that much stuff to a country, the least we can do is say, all right, you can have this stuff, but don't spy on us. Yep. We don't like it. Because not that they're going to spy on us and use it against us, but what if they get careless with the information they gather and it ends up in the wrong people's hands?
That's a good point.
So it's just... Anyway, somebody's going to drop a nuke here in the next couple weeks. None of this is going to matter. We're all be done for.
Stop.
It's all going to be over with. It's all going to be done.
I'm supposed to be the one talking like that, not you.
But hey, at least we're part of the Bubba Army now, right?
That's right.
Let's go. Scott says we need to get by Vapor Forge and pick up our package.
Yes.
Before tomorrow night. He left us a package at the vape store. So, Scott, we're going to I'll try to do that after the radio show tomorrow, and go pick that up. We've got David Lynam, and some of y'all may not know David Lynam, but he's going to be in studio with us tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be a much better guest than Angry Carrie, so don't worry about that.
Because he's one of the boys.
Yeah, he's so funny. He actually used to be in a big time rock band called Lynam, and he always downplays it, but as far as like the Southeast and especially Birmingham, like Lynam was the real deal. Like Lynam was the band everybody wanted to be like because they were getting all the good shows. They were getting to open for big time bands, but he plays it down. But I think they're big time. I still think they're big time. Let's see. We can find. Here's one of their music videos right here. Let's go with this.
Oh yeah.
See if it'll. They haven't got a professional music video and everything. Look at this deal right here. Check this out. This is called Tainus.
Tainus?
Not like taint. Not. I don't know what it means.
Oh, taint us. Like.
Hopefully, do they have this copyrighted? Are we gonna get dinged for this?
I don't know.
I don't either. Well, it doesn't have any volume. Oh, there it goes. That's good. Let me just we'll just be safe.
Uh-oh, 2 chicks.
And it's really good music. It really is.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so there's David Lynam right there with that goofy hair. They all dressed like they were in an 80s band, which was kind of, I guess it's a good gimmick. It worked for them.
Just that little section there that you played reminded me of one of my favorite groups from the 80s that went into the 90s that was way ahead of their time, and that was The Cult.
Yeah, it's got a little, everybody's got inspiration that they've drawn from a lot of people. It's just like me here or the radio, I've drawn inspiration from Howard, from Bubba, from Rush Limbaugh, from, whoever else, and just kind of put it in my own little personal package.
Yeah.
And try to make it, make it a little different. So, I don't know. But he'll be on tomorrow. That's a long story short. He's actually a stand-up comedian now, so he's got a comedy show. He
does it all. 1-2 punch.
Yeah, and I think we're going to give away tickets on the show tomorrow for that comedy show. I think we got a bunch of tickets we need to give away. So if y'all want to go, maybe we should plan on going. I think it's July 3rd. Actually, if it's July 3rd, I don't think I can go because I was planning on going out of town. Unless we go out of town the next day. Because I'm off at the station.
Yeah, but if you're going out of town, you're going to be traveling on the 4th?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. No, see, I've got the 3rd off. So today's Juneteenth, right? And
yes.
They asked us, do we want to trade our Juneteenth for the Thursday before the 4th? That would be a 4-day weekend. And we were like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to work on Juneteenth, which... We did honor Juneteenth as the day that the Republicans freed the slaves from the Democrats, so we didn't forget about it. Anyway, back to nuclear bombs. Tulsi Gabbard puts out a video that I think, explains a little bit about a nuclear... She's talking about her time going to Hiroshima and seeing some of the devastation that still today, 80 years later,
I know.
you can see there. Watch this.
I recently visited Hiroshima in Japan and stood at the epicenter of a city that remains scarred by the unimaginable horror caused by a single nuclear bomb dropped in 1945, 80 years ago. It's hard for me to find the words to express what I saw, the stories that I heard, the haunting sadness that still remains. This is an experience that will stay with me forever. Yet this one bomb that caused so much destruction on Hiroshima was tiny compared to today's nuclear bombs. The bomb that was dropped on Hiroshima had a yield of just 15 kilotons of TNT, whereas today's nuclear warheads range in size from 100 kilotons to over 1 megaton. A single nuclear weapon today could kill millions in just minutes. Just one of these nuclear bombs would vaporize everything at its core. This is the reality of what's at stake, what we are facing now. Because as we stand here today, closer to the brink of nuclear annihilation than ever before, political elite and warmongers are carelessly fomenting fear and tensions between nuclear powers. We must reject this path to nuclear war and work toward a world where no one has to live in fear of a nuclear holocaust.
Yeah, because that would suck.
Jeez.
That would suck.
Yeah, it would. Ugh.
What would you do if there was a nuclear holocaust? Like, what would be your first thing you'd do?
I would die.
Okay, you didn't die.
Oh, okay.
And there was a nuclear holocaust. What's the first thing you're going to do?
I would probably eventually die from radiation and things like
but
that.
the first thing you're doing.
Oh, the first thing. To quote The Who, I'd get on my knees and pray. We won't be fooled again. But I would. I'd get on my knees and pray right there.
That's probably a good move.
Yeah, because I mean, it calms your soul, and you just. I mean, that's where you need to turn during times like this. And then I would probably run into the woods and live, like in Oak Mountain. I'd just run up into the woods and live there.
Would you shit your pants at any point?
No, I would not.
Okay.
I would not. But, I mean, if I was living up there, I would shit in the woods. So a bear...
Does a bird shit in the woods?
A bird shits in the woods, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would probably run up into the hills because, I mean, it's over with. The bad thing is my family's in North Carolina, and that would definitely be one area they would hit because of all the military bases. There's, I think, 3 branches of the military.
Yeah.
In there. So, and it's a concentration. So they would probably hit, North Carolina. And, you just don't, I don't really know how. I don't think anyone truly knows how they would feel when they find that out.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I mean, a lot of this is so convoluted and confusing, and it's a lot to absorb. And in these instances, what I will do is I will go to a source that I know is really, really smart, really knows their stuff, and can explain to me on a basic level kind of, where we're at, what's going to happen, what does this mean? And that person that I usually go to is Whoopi Goldberg on The View.
Yes, she calms me.
Yes, she's a very intelligent individual, and she was actually talking about Iran and what the Iranian people have to go through and how tough their life is. But it's not just about the Iranian people and how hard their life is. Their life is eerily similar to being black in America.
And it's slow.
But let's just remember, too, the Iranians literally throw gay people off of buildings. They don't adhere to basic human rights.
Listen, here's the thing. Let's not do that, because if we start with that, we have been known in this country to tie gay folks to the car.
John Bird, when's the last time you tied a gay guy to your car?
Never. I'm very respectful of gay guys.
Iranian regime is 2 days.
Especially if they flirt with you.
Yeah, well, that upsets me. But I won't tie them to the front of a car. If somebody's behind me, like in the grocery store, and they're like giving me the weird eye, and I start, walk out, and they're like, "Hi, what are you up to?" And like, I would like to get together. If they said something like that, I might punch them. But it would be out of love and respect.
A love punch.
Yes, a love punch. But, I mean, I wouldn't tie him to the front of a car. No. I mean, my Mustang, the front end would probably fall off anyway. But I still wouldn't do that.
Yeah, they'd rip the bumper off your
Yeah.
car, and you don't need that right now.
No.
You do not need that.
Is nothing
They used to
compared to
just
United
keep
States.
hanging black people. So
It is not even the same. I couldn't step
Oh
foot
no!
wearing this
Wait!
outfit
That's
over
not what you
right
mean
now.
to say. It is the same.
No, it's not. The year 2025 in the United States is nothing like if I step foot wearing this
young
outfit in
people that have
Toronto.
been
Listen,
killed for
I'm sorry.
Well, they wear
You-
like around
listen,
No,
this-
I can't have my hair showing. I can't wear a skirt. I can't have my
Understood.
arms out.
I'm telling you, as a
I literally said it was
Lord,
up to the
forget it.
Iranian people.
Yes.
Let her
Oh,
talk.
she's getting bent out of shape, dude. She's getting bent out of shape.
Who is that chick?
Which one?
The one to the far right that's making sense.
Alyssa, what's her name? Alyssa Farrow or Alyssa Farah? Anyway, she worked for the Trump administration early on in the first term, and she's supposedly the conservative on the panel, but she's not conservative. She's an anti-Trump. You know, she's a Trump derangement syndrome hater.
Well, she
And
made
that's
sense
why
there.
I am saying that it is the same. Murdering someone for their difference is not good, whoever does it. It's not good. So that's why I said you weren't saying what I heard was not what you meant.
I think
that's-
it's very different to
you
live in
know.
the United States in 2025 than it is to live in Iran.
Not if you're black.
Not for
everybody.
Not if you're black.
Guys, don't go to Tehran. Do not anyone at the table to go to Tehran.
Not if you're black. It's the same thing, John Bird.
You know, they all need to head to Ireland and live with Rosie O'Donnell.
That's not a bad idea. Did you hear her complaining?
Yeah, I mean,
She's
it's
upset that
just-
she can't smoke weed, that weed's illegal there. Let me see if I can find that, actually. I saw a clip of that somewhere.
What'd you expect? Everything's not going to be the same. You know?
It was that, and she was having trouble finding Xanax in Ireland. So
But you got to have a prescription for that, correct? I mean, maybe people don't. Well, I mean, they drink a lot, so that probably makes them feel better. They're jolly all the time.
there was rumors that ICE agents were accessing the LA Dodgers parking lots and use it for a staging facility.
Mm-hmm.
But they're saying that they just said that's not true. I just saw that they posted a tweet 20 minutes ago.
Who would come up with that?
Come
You know,
up
and
with
think it's
what?
going to rattle things. You know, who would you know who? Somebody started that. You know, I mean, where would you come up with, you know, that particular place?
I don't know. Maybe
A
they
Padres fan, maybe.
yeah. Okay, so I don't have Rosie O'Donnell yet, the clip that I'm looking for, but I do have this.
Donald's disgusting. I mean, both inside and out. You take a look at her; she's a slob. She talks like a truck driver. Rosie attacked me personally because I was very happy when her talk show failed. The other thing that failed, and this was a real monster, and everybody was suing her, was her magazine. Her magazine called Rosie was a total disaster. So I loved it. I gloat over it. I think it's wonderful because I like to see bad people fail.
Okay, that's not the clip I'm looking
You want to hear
for.
my impersonation of Rosie O'Donnell?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's my impersonation of Rosie O'Donnell.
That was perfect.
Very similar to my impersonation of Whoopi Goldberg, oddly enough.
All right, let's see. Oh, here's a strain of weed called Rosie O'Donnell. Let's see.
I bet they don't sell it in Ireland.
Well, I'm not going to show that on the screen because then YouTube will be like, you're showing drugs.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So, dadgummit. I don't know
What?
where it's at. Her daughter got arrested with a meth pipe.
Oh.
That's all it's
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about. Okay, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I just dreamed that Rosie O'Donnell was bent out of shape. She can't find weed. I could have swore that was real. But I don't
Well,
care.
it sounds like her.
Yeah, it's irrelevant. I don't care. Hey, let's talk about Caitlin Clark real quick. I know this is a
Yeah.
couple days old, but did you watch all that go down?
Yes,
Wasn't that amazing?
it was.
And then her homegirl comes up and defends her by
Man.
blasting that girl. And the whole time she's got the back of her head and she's like running her mouth. She's like still talking smack. Oh, it was so good.
I love it.
It was so good.
She's a great player, too.
Yeah, I'm no fan of the WNBA. I have no interest whatsoever in it. Trish said, "Tell Jim Carrey I'm here." I think you're Jim Carrey.
Alrighty then.
Yes, so run in there and get it. And since you've already seen this, I'll just do a quick recap on Caitlin Clark because I'm telling you, I absolutely love this. I love this. So Caitlin Clark, I'll keep it muted. Caitlin Clark, she gets raked in the face, and then another girl from the other team comes and shoves her down. And then, here's her homegirl right here. You see this girl? This is on Caitlin's team. This girl's going for a layup, and she says, "Do headlock, Willie, look at that." And then she gets up, gets right in her face, look, grabbing the back of that hair, running that mouth, still talking smack. That's what I like right there. That's the kind of WNBA I like. I want to see more of that, more fighting. If you want to maintain your ratings, you need more fighting in the WNBA. 100%. Because the WNBA was nothing before Caitlin Clark came along, and now that she's there, I understand it's coming at risk of injury and everything else, but that's the ticket. Take it from someone who knows good television. That right there is the ticket. Oh, here's another angle. Oh, let me show you this one. Oh, this one's good. This is good. She goes through. Look at this. Up in her face. Pulls her down. Right there. Oh, get up. Get up in her face. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. I wasn't even showing any of that, by the way. I thought it was on the computer. Never mind. Never mind. Welcome back, Jim Carrey.
Hey.
One last thing. So the girl, her name is Sophie Cunningham.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see she was a football player too in high school?
Is she the one that was a kicker?
Yeah, she's a kicker. Watch this right here. This is her.
Yes.
1200 I-70 Drive Southwest. University Subaru, the wise choice. Cunningham to kick.
Dang.
The kick is good. And it's
What? So good.
Homecoming queen.
That's a bad bitch right there.
Yeah. And you know what's interesting? And I don't always notice this, but
Don't say something to make yourself look like a pig. Don't do it.
No, I mean, I was just gonna say that. Okay, I won't.
Go ahead and say
But
it. You're gonna say it anyway.
It's interesting that.
Okay, don't say it. Just bring me the megaphone.
No, I want to. It takes batteries and stuff. I want to put the batteries in while you talk.
All right. Well, we're almost done with this, so we'll do it after. Just get it out of your shot because it's literally blocking your camera. We'll deal with it later.
Okay.
We'll deal with it for the members only. We got to have a reason for people to want to come to the members only.
That's right.
What else do we got on the slate? Let's see here. Oh, what about what do you know about the Karen Reed deal? Because honestly, I haven't been keeping up with it. I didn't really know a whole lot. What's the story behind that?
I believe she was drunk and ran over her
Husband?
police officer. No, I found out it was boyfriend.
Was she married with a boyfriend?
No, I don't think so. But she ran over him and killed him. And I think she was drunk.
So it wasn't like an accident that...
Well, I mean, she's saying that. You know, she said that. But she got off just with drunk driving charges.
Interesting. So Trish said, sorry it took so long. I had to go buy batteries. That's so sweet of her.
I know. She's awesome with capital A.
Yep, that's right. So anyway, the verdict came down. Apparently this has been going on for like 4 years or something crazy. Is that right?
Yeah.
And they came to a decision, I guess the jury. So this is a jury trial that's been going on for 4 years. Is that right?
Is it 4?
I don't know. I think they read the verdict yesterday, didn't they?
So say you? No. Do you agree? Yes. Do all of you agree? Yes. Thank you. 002. What say is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
Of
Whoa.
Is not guilty or guilty of that charge or any lesser included charge? Thank you. Specifically, number 5, operating under the influence of liquor by operating a motor vehicle with a blood alcohol level of 0.08 or greater. Correct? Yes. So say you, Mr. Foreman? Guilty. So say you all? Yes. Guilty. 003. What say is the defendant at the bar leaving the scene after accident resulting in death? Defendant not guilty or guilty? So say you, Mr. Foreman?
Oh, listen to the crowd outside.
No.
Jurors, hearken your verdict as the court records it. You upon your...
Okay, so she was guilty on some stuff, but not other stuff?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be my Karen Reed expert.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? It was a corrupted police force. She was innocent. She's claiming the police set her up. I'd pay good money to see that.
Wait, are you serious?
When you're drunk, everything is an accident, apparently.
Wait, you say...
Kyle, what's up, bro?
You're saying that...
I was reading the super chat.
You're saying that it was a setup?
Could be.
What do you mean it could be? You just made that accusation.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. No, your wife did, because I was reading the super chat. That was my response.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my wife saying that.
Yeah.
She said, don't make me... Look, let's get an explanation from her. Okay. She said, don't make me call in. Well, I'm about to call her. Let's see what she's got to say about this. Hello? Hey, what do you mean a corrupted police force?
Okay, so her boyfriend was a police officer, and they were out that night with fellow police officers. And when they got to the house, apparently, well, supposedly they're swingers, the police group.
Nah, that old gag.
And when they got back to the house, he went. She asked him to go inside to make sure that she was welcome to come in, and never came back out. It pissed her off, so she went home, and she texted him like 50 times, like, I'm so mad because you didn't come back out there and left me out there while you're in there with those women. And he was found dead in the snow the next day. There's no proof that she hit him. The tail light on her car was busted by the police department. They got it on tape.
Oh.
And yes, and the house where he died.
Hey, hang on 1 second. John Burke, quit chewing in the mic.
I'm not.
All right, go ahead, babe. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to cram it all in here real fast, but the house where his body was found in the yard the next morning, the owners of the house, who were also police officers, remodeled the house, got rid of all their cell phones, got rid of the family dog, and would not cooperate at all. Yes, it's a big deal. Like the whole system up there, it's a big deal. She was totally railroaded.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't know why I've been talking to John Bird about this, because he obviously didn't know any of that stuff.
Well, I mean, that's not true.
Her first trial. This isn't her first trial either, so that's why it's taken 4 years.
Yeah, she had a first one.
Oh, okay.
First trial.
Gotcha. Okay, babe, that's what I need to know.
Sorry, I don't have all the facts together because I didn't know I was going to have to talk about it.
Now, everybody in the chat says it's 100% true, everything you said.
Okay, love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Yeah, I was... Tricia and I were talking about it earlier, so I didn't want to steal her thunder because I knew she was going to call in.
But you knew all that. You just wanted to hang on.
Well,
to
yeah,
let her have the opportunity.
I don't want to steal her thunder because she does that research and stuff.
Well, and that's why I didn't want to railroad her with your chewing either, and so that's why I so abruptly told you to stop chewing on the
I've got
mic.
this OCD thing where I'm chewing on the side.
No, you're chewing on the trail mix that Jimmy Jam sent us.
Speaking of which, I'll be right back.
But where are you going? Wait, tell Mike Chris to $20 on the super chat.
Ow!
Mike Chris says, sorry I'm late. Good job, everybody. Well, good news for you, Mike Chris, who's been worried because Mike hasn't been able to catch our live shows. We have a members-only live coming up in a matter of moments. That's right. We'll be doing that here in a few minutes. You got what you need?
Almost.
I'm not sure what he's doing.
Okay.
Are you good?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm great. Great.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get up out of here, John Bird. I don't want to break our tradition and do final words for myself, so I'm just going to leave that up to you. And for those of you hanging out with us now, please come hang out with us. Members only. If you are not on YouTube, if you're watching us on Rumble, on Twitter, or whatever, or X, you got to be a member on YouTube. It's $4.99 a month. Easy peasy. Y'all come on over there and join us.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Yes,
lot
we
of
do.
behind-the-scenes fun.
And John, but we got a new member. I think John Bird was going to write a song for Cheryl. Is it Cheryl?
Is it Cheryl? I don't know.
Yeah.
Cheryl, is it you? Are you the new member?
Go ahead with your final words, sir.
Oh, you're not going to say the Tony Gump stuff?
What was the...
He always says the same thing and then adds
Oh,
something.
yeah. Okay, so final words, always get your meat and beat your meat in sunlight and sleep and whatever Tony says.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
beat your meat in the sunlight and sleep.
Yes. I don't really know, but I don't really have anything prepared, but I usually don't. But something has come to mind that I need to quit bitching about life. I hate to say first world problems, but I need to quit bitching and just be glad that I live in the greatest country in the world. And I hope that y'all will take that to heart. And I'd like to apologize for bitching and whining and moaning for the past 7 months, even though my life was practically destroyed and everything's gone wrong for me. That's okay, because I live, you live, and you all live in the greatest country in the world. And even though it's 2025 and I yearn for the days when I was younger, and I wake up in a lot of pain sometimes, and I suffer with mental issues, and I drive a 2001 Ford Mustang that breaks down all the time, it doesn't matter. You know why? Say it with me. Because we live in the greatest country in the world.
Cool. Yes, let's go.
Thank you.
Let's go. Good job, John Bird.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you for being here. Members only coming up next on the YouTube. You'll make sure you join us. You got a pen over there?
Yes.
And you got to do the whole. What did I say?
Huh?
Until next time.
Oh yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Until next time, there you go.